Hi everyone, I'm J.D. Hilberry. I wanted to shoot a little video here to show you a little bit about what I'll be teaching in this upcoming drawing workshop. This is my finished drawing of the subject, and in about 1 minute here I'll show you a step-by-step progression of how it was done. Now, my original drawing here is only about 9 by 12 inches. But like in all of my workshops, a live camera will project my demonstrations onto the big screen so you'll be able to see clearly and follow along as you learn these techniques. After I demonstrate, I walk through the class and work one-on-one with each one of you to make sure you understand the technique and are executing it correctly. As usual, everyone will receive one of my pencil kits, the reference materials, supplies, and all the personal instruction you'll need to draw the project. There's no need to bring anything except a desire to learn how to draw better. As part of the tuition, you'll get lifetime access to my membership site and a video tutorial of my light, textures, and contrast workshop. Over the years, I've taught this same material in a live class to thousands of students from all over the world, and now you'll be able to get all this information before you attend this live workshop. Now I'm going to show you some still shots of this drawing in progress and share some of the techniques and concepts you will learn. First, you'll notice that this drawing has a dark background that helps make the subject pop. You may also notice that the background is darker on the left than it is on the right. This is a concept that was developed by the great masters to enhance contrast in a painting or drawing. By creating a background that is darker on the lit side of the subject and lighter on the shadow side of the subject, the artist can increase the contrast. The brighter areas of the subject will look brighter next to the dark background, and the shadow side of the subject will look darker next to the lighter background. Understanding how the surrounding values influence the appearance of the values in your subject will make a huge difference in creating a drawing with depth and realism. To begin with, I'll demonstrate several ways of getting the basic proportions down on your paper, as well as some time-saving tips and tricks to double-check and ensure that it's accurate. After everything's in place, you'll use a masking technique to block out the subject as you render the background. This will ensure you have clean, precise edges around all the major elements of your drawing. Now, I don't have a photo of this for this particular drawing, but I do have a tutorial available that shows how it's done with a link in the description. This next step is after the mask has been removed and I've begun darkening the background and some of the darker areas of the subjects. I always like to start off with the darkest areas first so they can serve as a baseline of how dark the rest of the drawing should be. The idea is to establish where the darkest and the lightest areas are first, then fit a full range of midtones in between them. I usually don't go as dark as possible at this stage, so I'll be able to expand the range of values at the end if I feel like it's needed. Here I've darkened everything a bit more and I've begun putting in the wrinkles of the paper bag. Again, I'm comparing these values with the darker ones inside the bag to make sure I don't get them too dark. All of these wrinkles can be confusing and overwhelming, but if you begin by identifying the difference between areas that are receiving direct light, cast shadows, and reflected light within the shadows, it's much easier to keep it straight. You'll also learn some easy measuring tricks that will keep you from getting lost in a complicated subject like this. The pencils I used for this are charcoal, carbon, and graphite. The drawing techniques involved include adding value directly with various blenders for smoother textures and softer transitions of value, as well as using the pencils directly to achieve hard edges for separation in some areas. In this class, you'll learn when and where to use stumps, tortillons, paper towels, foam brushes, and a few other blending materials to get the exact effect you're going for. To get the darkest values, I used a General's Primo 5000 charcoal pencil, which produces the blackest values of any pencil I've found. You'll find all the links to the supplies I use and recommend on my website. If your drawings could use more contrast, you may want to check it out. At this point, everything in the drawing was looking pretty good, but it was lacking punch. So for the last step, I darkened the darkest values as well as the midtones to give more contrast. I think this added much more drama to the image. To avoid smudging, I usually wait until the drawing is pretty much done for this part. Now, I don't want you to think that this class may be too difficult for your current drawing ability. I'll be there to help you every step of the way. Even my younger students have had great success with this project. Here's a photo of a 14-year-old with her drawing from a previous class. Now, I truly appreciate your interest in my drawing techniques, and I hope you will join me so you can see an amazing transformation of your drawing skills. So click the link below to register and feel free to email me with any questions about the class. Until then, keep drawing.